Hello everyone, this is Emil Naruto. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you about how to work with sheets. See here, down this Excel workbook, we have a name called Sheet 1. So what is that actually? So this is our entire Excel workbook. In Excel workbook, we can create multiple worksheets. So this is simply known as a worksheet. If you want to name it, just double tap it. And if you want to name, for example, I want to name this as maybe uh, work 1. So I want to name this as work 1. So if I press enter, then automatically it will get renamed. Now you want to create another worksheet. Okay, for example, you have typed some data here. Maybe this data is related to work 1. Okay, and also you have some data that is related to your personal. Okay, for example, you have your data that is related to your family members, so you should not, or you can't merge the data into same worksheet. So you need to create another worksheet. For that, what you can do is you can just click on this plus icon here, this plus icon. If you just hover over on it, it is actually pointing out it as a new sheet. In the sense, on tapping on this, usually create a new sheet. Just tap on that. See, automatically a sheet number 2 has already been created. Now, if you also want to rename it, you can also double tap like this, or you can just tap here and right click. Then here you have an option called rename. Just tap here and you can provide family data. So this is the worksheet that is related to my family data. Okay. So I have passed a name called family data. Now, uh, for example, family data. This is a worksheet, okay, wherein I have some kind of data. Maybe this 7, 4, some kind of data. Okay. Now, when it comes to the priority, the family data should be appear first here. Okay. But here, what is the first worksheet that we have? Work 1, right? So we should not. I mean, we don't need this work 1 as the priority one. Okay, we want this family data to be in the first place. So how to replace it actually? So you just need to hold this and you just drag it here. Okay, then automatically it will get replaced. See here. Now the family data is showing as as in the first place, and now work 1 is in the second place. Now you don't want this. You want to place it back. So just drag it, hold it and drag it to the place that you want to keep. See here. This is how that simple. Now, the other thing is you don't want this family data or you don't want this work data. So what to do? You really want to delete this. So how to do that? Just select the worksheet that you want to delete and right click on that. And here you will be finding an option called delete. Just tap on that. It will ask, do you really want this to be deleted permanently? If you want this to be deleted for permanently, then just tap on this delete option. It will automatically gets deleted. Okay. So now, okay. And see here. Here we have a move or copy. For example, here I have family data 5974. I want almost the same data. Okay. But with a minor change. Okay. For example, I'll tell you. See here. 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have these many numbers in my worksheet. Okay, I want to have 90% of the data as it is, but only with a minor change. For example, instead of this 4, I only there is some kind of change that is involved here. Okay, so instead of creating a new sheet and entering all these things, what you can do is you can just 1 second. What you can do is instead what you can do is you just right click on this sheet. Okay, and here you will be having an option move or copy. Just tap on that. Then you'll be asking in which workbook do I need to place. Actually, just select the same workbook. Why? Because I want this data to be placed in the same workbook but with a different worksheet. Actually, okay, see here. Here I'll be having two workbooks. Book for split cells. That is another workbook. Okay, but I want to copy this same data in the same workbook. So I'm selecting book 4. Okay, now uh, see here. Here before sheet or move to end. I am selecting move to end. In the sense, my entire data will get copied and it will be automatically moving to this end. And here make sure that you are actually checking this create a copy option. It is very much important, otherwise you won't be having this created. See, I'm checking this create a copy option and I'm pressing on OK. Then automatically the same data is actually getting created at the end of my worksheet. Okay, now what you can do is you can just change maybe 6 here, and you can just rename it uh, my data. Okay, so this is the thing here. Okay, okay, now this is about working with these worksheets here. mm. Now I'll show you about how to use this zoom here. See here, for example, when you look at this data is very much small in size. Actually it is not very comfortable to look at. So what you can do is select the cell, just scroll this zoom bar here, then automatically see the whole data is actually appearing in a much larger format. Okay, so this zoom bar here, it helps in maximizing or minimizing the size, depends upon your mood. See, I don't want this much size, I want to be in a 100% zone. Okay, so I'm see at the right of the zoom bar, it is actually showing you the percentage, right? So which view would be comfortable for you, you can select that. Okay, for me this is very much comfortable, so I'm selecting 164%. Okay, so this thing or else you can also go to this view tab here. Here we you have an option called zoom. Just tap on that. uh, you can select how much zoom you want. Do you really want 200%? You can just give it 200% actually. And you can, if you can press on OK, then automatically your view will be increased to 200% automatically. No, this view is something that is not at all comfortable for me. Okay, so I'm I don't want this 200%, so I only want some 75%. So I'm selecting 75 and pressing on OK. Then automatically this will be the view. Okay, this is also very much negligible. So I want to, I don't want any of these sizes that is mentioned here by defaultly. I want to customize my size. In the sense, here I'm having the size as 75%, above that 100, and above that 200. I don't want 100 or I don't want 200, but I want 150th percent. So what can I do is I can just type it manually 155%. Okay, if I just tap on OK, then automatically my view will be like this. See here, this is the perfect size for me to view this worksheet now. Okay, or you can also do one thing, select the range and then see here, If you just click on this 100% option, it will automatically resized to 100%. See, I have tapped on it, and see, the zoom has automatically gone to this 100% level. Why? Because by defaultly, you'll be having some kind of options in this view tab. If you just select on that, it will automatically, uh, get to, it will automatically be fitted to this default size, that is 100%. Or you can just select the entire range and then zoom to the selection. You can tap on to this option, zoom to the selection. See here, zoom to the selection, in the sense, what is the customized size here that I have earlier given, 162. Okay, if I change this to maybe 175, okay, and I'm pressing OK, right? Now this has been automatically fitted with 175% of zoom size. Okay, now I'm selecting the entire cell. For example, see here, I'm minimizing it actually. Okay, and then I'm pressing on this zoom to selection. What happens? It will automatically goes to this 162%. Why? Because here the default size is 162 size, 162. Okay, we have set it as 162. That's the reason for this. Okay, so in this way you can play with this zoom option in the view tab, or you can just directly hover on this option or on this zoom bar here. Okay, now you can also do one thing. For example, here just select the cell, that is 2. Okay, and go to this formula bar, and or maybe just select any cell, go to this formula bar, equal to sheets, select this option sheets. Now give the close the parenthesis and press enter. See here, it is actually showing us the 2. What is this 2 here? 2 in the sense, I'm whenever I enter this particular formula, that is equal to sheets function, then automatically I'm asking my Excel data, my Excel application, to show me how many sheets are actually there in my entire workbook. There are only two sheets, right? My family data is a one worksheet and my data is another worksheet. So in total, I only have these two worksheet. Okay. For example, see here, I'm clicking this cell, and in the formula bar, I'm pressing sheets. Now, if I close this parenthesis and enter, see here, it is only showing two worksheets. Okay, and what if I have created another worksheet here? In total, uh, it should be visible as 3, right? See here, I'm selecting any cell, and in the formula bar, I'm again pressing the formula sheets parenthesis, and if I press enter, it is actually showing me as 3 here. Okay, why it is actually showing it as 3? Why? Because I have three worksheets, my data, sheet 5, and family data. Did you get that? So that is the thing here. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you about a super option called split. So how to split? For example, this is your entire worksheet, right? So if you want this worksheet to be splitted, so how to do that? For example, if you want to split this entire screen as horizontally, okay, you want to split this entire screen as horizontally. So how to do that? Just go to this first column. See, this is the first column, right? That is the A. We have this entire column as A, and we have this column as B, C, D. But since we want to split this entire screen as horizontally, we just need to go to this first column, that is A, and you select any cell, any cell. For example, I'm selecting this cell, that is 5. Okay, 1 second. Any cell in the first column, that is A, and just go to this view tab, and here you'll be having some kind of option called split. Just tap on that. See, automatically the entire screen has been split horizontally, right? See here. See, we can scroll here. We will be having some scroll bar here in the first half, and we can also scroll this screen in the second half. Okay, for example, this is a way where you can split your screen. Okay, if you don't want this split, okay, what you can do is you just double click on this split here. It will automatically gets disappeared. Now you enough of splitting it horizontally. Now you want to split it vertically. So how to do that? You just need to go to this first row. You can tap anywhere on this entire first row. Now I'm tapping here in this J1. Okay, this is jth column and this is first row. So I'm tapping here in the J1. In the sense, it is also present in this first row, right? So in the entire first row, you can tap anywhere you want. See here, I'm tapping here. Okay. Now what happens if you tap here? It will get split here. Okay. But I don't want to split here. So instead, I'm tapping here. Then what happens? If you just tap on the split here, see, automatically the screen has got split. See here, the screen has automatically got split here. See here, you'll be having some scroll bar. You can scroll this first half and you can also scroll this second half too, right? So in this way you can split horizontally and vertically. Okay, if you don't want this split, you can just double tap on this split bar, then automatically it will get disappeared. Now enough of splitting horizontally and vertically. Now you want a split exactly in between these two. Okay, exactly in the center, you want to split it for 4 sections. In the 4 screens you want to split it. So how to do that? You don't need to tap on the first row or you don't need to tap on this first column. Instead, you can tap anywhere in between the data. For example, I'm tapping here. Okay. Now, if I just tap on the split option, automatically my screen will get will get divided into 4 screens. See here. See, see here we can scroll, right? Here also we can scroll. Here also we can scroll. Likewise. Here also we can scroll. Okay, and when you have the large data and I mean looking all the columns is very much difficult. Why? Because if it is 10 columns or 11 columns, we can easily look at the columns. But if there are some 75 columns, how do you even look them? So it would be very tough. In that scenario, you can use this split screen option. Then automatically your entire data will get splitted here. So for example, you can scroll here. You can look for this four rows, 4 columns here, and here here you can look for the remaining columns. In the second half too, you can look for the remaining rows. Here also you can look for the remaining rows. Likewise, okay. So this is the uh, in this way you can use this split option in the view tab for your any requirement.